Hey guys, getting ready to take off and go join the other group. Head up to Dothan, Alabama. We're going to go to the Blue Plate, have a little lunch. I don't have a mic inside my helmet yet to be able to talk while I'm riding, so I'll have to do a voiceover. So stick around. I have a little story about back when I grew up in the country. Used to hunt and fish and trap. Got a little story I'll share with you. Entertain you a little bit, so, you know, be sure to watch to the end. Y'all hang tight. So we're getting ready to cross the Hathaway Bridge, heading eastbound. Gonna ride up to Highway 77 and 20 and meet up with the first part of the group. Get ready to head up to Dothan to the Blue Plate restaurant, have some lunch. Got up this morning and it was a little cloudy, and looked out there and thinking, well, I don't think it's supposed to rain, so we're gonna head on out anyway. And so there again, I'm still having issues with this microphone deal in my helmet. I've ordered 2 different microphones and found out I've learned that there's a 4-pin and a 3-pin on the plug, and the mics I was getting were 4-pin, and it requires a 3-pin to go into GoPro with the media mod added to it. So we're doing a voiceover now, and I will see, hopefully on my next ride I'll have the correct microphone. So this is the Hathaway Bridge we're easing over right now. Like I said, it is cloudy, as you can see, but the temperature is pretty good. I don't know, I think it's like 70 to 75 degrees. It was actually a very nice ride. I just had on the long sleeve shirt and a vest, and wasn't even wearing a jacket. And you know, it is November, so. All this is new construction. This is the flyover part for around Gulf Coast College and the port of Panama City. Train tracks are under there to go into the port, so it used to be a big deal about getting stopped for the train a lot. So now I can leave, and this is where my way to go to work every day when I work, and I don't even have to stop. It's not even a red light. As you can see, this is the way I go right here. We get off and we just circle around, and you might can see the train tracks right there in front. So now we just circle around before we get to the train tracks and run on down beside them. So that's a bonus right there. So hey, at least it makes some curvy roads for a little bit instead of straight line riding all the time. Alright, so enjoy the music. We'll be meeting up with the group here in just a minute. Okay, so we've met up with the first group at the intersection of Highway 77 and 20, and we're leaving out going north on 77. Gonna meet up with the second group up in Wausau, I think it was. So stay tuned, and we'll be with the group in just a minute, and we'll head out. Okay, we have arrived at the second meeting point, which is the Tom Thumb in Wausau, Florida. I'll get up with some more guys. I think we have a total of about 14 bikes on this trip. The leader of the ride, Skeeter, getting off his bike right there, is one that set all this up. And this is fast forwarding, guys. I didn't realize I had my GoPro turned on time warp, so I guess you could say we were flying fast over the road. Not that fast. So enjoy the ride. We'll be at the Blue Plate here in a few minutes and have some lunch. So the lunch is over. I did not film inside while we were eating. Okay, so we're decided that we're going to take a leave here and go down to the Harley Davidson dealership here in Dothan, because you know that's kind of what you do. And yeah, I know I shouldn't go there because it's like going to Walmart. You got to spend money. Except it's worse at the Harley Davidson dealership. So there we go, pulling in now. I won't take you inside because, well, I didn't, and to cutting and editing this film, we're fixing to be leaving and heading right on out. So here we go. So we leave the Harley Davidson dealership and take a scenic ride back, but there's a few of them decided to go their own separate ways, so we kind of all split up, and me and a couple other riders decided to head back together. And so just enjoy a little bit of music, and then be sure to catch the very end of my story on the Fox. So it's coming up in just about a minute. And hey guys, I do appreciate you watching my video. I know I'm not very good at it, but I'm learning. So, you know, subscribe to the channel. I think I'm up to 10 subscribers now. Just enjoy it. It's for fun. I don't do it for a living, obviously. I certainly ain't good at it. So enjoy. Alright, as I said in the beginning of this video that I was going to entertain you with a story. Well, this is a story about back in the country where I grew up in Georgia. I hunt, I fished, and I trapped, as a lot of country boys did. And I used to trap fox and, you know, sell the pelts to a fur buyer. Not for a long time, maybe a couple years, but. So one day when I was selling furs, I had a guy down there that well, he hunt fox with hounds. They would run them, and then they would, I don't know where the fox went when the hounds got after him or nothing like that, because I never went. But he told me that if I ever catch a red fox that was not harmed, where he would be glad to purchase it from me and use it to train the dogs with, and you know, then he would let the fox be gone. So I'm like, okay, well, then that spares one and I get more money, so I'm all about it. So So I did. One day I went to run my trap line, and there was a red fox caught in the trap, and the steel trap caught him just by a couple of toes, and he was just laying there, you know, and he was looking at me, and he started making some noises and stuff, and well, I hemmed him on down and got him by the nape of the neck like you do an old cat, and didn't have nothing to put him in because I wasn't expecting to bring back a live one. And so I got him by the nape of the neck, you know, and I'm carrying him down the woods to the car, and I had old 72 Gran Torino and driving down the road with that thing and taking him on into town because, like again, I had nothing to put him in, and he was steadily just with his mouth just trying to bite me. I mean, he was just I would steadily drive, one hand holding the fox with the other hand. He was just constantly, and he was slinging slobber everywhere, and you know, and I'm having to hold him, and he's jerking around, and there goes my dog barking. That dog's out on the street, and he, you know, I finally get to the place. I walk inside the fur back. I walk in there, and there's a couple old boys in there selling some furs, and they see me holding that fox live, and they all kind of just back up and give me the room. And the guy that owned the place, he come out there and he looked at the fox, looked at his foot, and said, he ain't gonna buy him. But a couple of toes were broke, so he just, you know, I'm thinking, dang, all this time I drove down here holding this fox, and the whole time I'm driving down here, he's like trying to bite me and stuff, and I'm holding it with one hand, I'm driving the car with the other hand, you know, and he's and people, I get up to a red light, and people looking over at me, pointing and stuff and whatnot, but so anyway, I'm standing there thinking, man, now what am I gonna do with it? He says, hold on a minute, and he goes in the back and comes back out there with a little old 22 pistol, and well, he dispatched the fox. I said, oh, he shot him, and I did all that for nothing. And I know, you know, I know people are gonna say, you know, that animal lovers are gonna be like, ah, you shouldn't have done that, you shouldn't have trapped. But you know, back then, that we're talking 40 years ago, and that's just what we did. We hunt, we fish, we trap, and stuff like that. So I hate it because I did all that for the fox. I thought he was gonna get to, you know, run free, and I was gonna get my money, and everything's gonna be good. But so anyway, I said I would be sharing a story with you, and I wasn't gonna share this story, but one of my coworkers, he's like, you need to share that story. It was funny. They were laughing at me, and I share a few stories here and there and other, and so y'all stay tuned.